My name is Brandon Magoni, and I'm from Fall River, Massachusetts. And I've been suffering from epilepsy for since August 2016, so that's almost 6 years now. So, um, the whole epilepsy experience for me, it significantly changed my life. Um, my life was completely, normal, I guess, if you want to use that word, but I had no real issues. I went to school, I played sports, whatever, and I had no reason to think that I had epilepsy. And then I was just out to eat with my parents and my friend one day, and I just dropped to the ground and had a seizure out of nowhere and woke up in an ambulance. And that that was the day that my life had changed forever. That was the week before I started high school. So I went through high school having like all these different types of doctors see me, doctors visits, um, different types of brain scans, MRIs, EEGs, where I would get a bunch of leads and wires attached to my head for days. Um, I would stay up in the hospital for sometimes 3 days, 4 days, maybe 8 days at a time in bed, not moving. After doing all of these things for 5 years, my doctor, Dr. Pearl, at Boston Children's Hospital, he said that they found what he said is like the needle in the haystack sort of thing, because usually they only do surgeries for the most part when medication isn't working well or the epilepsy is extremely serious, where people are having like many seizures every single day or week. And he said that they'd found a clear spot in my brain where there's a malformation. And I don't know if this has anything to do with that spot, but I was a premature at birth, 7 months. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with that, but I had a brain bleed when I was born, a brain hemorrhage. So I'm not sure if it was there, but I mean, I believe it had something to do with it. It also gave me a visual nystagmus. My eyes shake all the time, nonstop, left and right. And I don't know if that made the epilepsy occur right now, but it could have. Anyway, and he said that he could do surgery there because the image of that malformation right here in my brain was very clear. It was clear enough to do. And he said it was pretty much the needle in a haystack. He said it was very superficial. It was I'm very, very lucky that it was found, because I've done so many imaging situations, and it's taken a while, but they finally found the spot. And then I had my surgery a couple months later, like 5 months or something later, in September. And then I was bedridden for 2 weeks. My jaw was really, really tense, and it hurt because there was a muscle that they had to cut that attached to my jaw. But I'd say that it really worked out right now. I'm already weaning down my medication, and hopefully I'll be off of it in maybe 8 months, something like that. So the home stretch, I've taken a lot of different medications over the past 5 years, and each of them have given me like a whole slew of different side effects. I still get double vision, fatigue. I get like swell or hot face, and honestly, that's kind of it. I get dizzy, and I take my medication I used to take it twice a day, and now I only take it at night, but I take a lot of it, and it's really been a hassle for me too, because I've never taken medication before up until the time that I've had epilepsy. So it's another big change in my life, but I had to do it to try to suppress my seizures, and it also still didn't suppress it entirely, because I'd still get seizures after that sometimes. But I guess it helped a little bit, because I would get more seizures if I didn't. While I was in the hospital one day, I was met by the I forgot what the department was in the hospital, but they went up to me and asked me if I wanted to do some sort of things to keep me occupied for the long amount of time that I was in there. And there were things that I could do, like making mini movies and things like that. And they offered me the option to write something, like a short story or a poem or whatever. And I wanted to write a little book. And I have it right here. I wrote a little book in the hospital. It's called All Eyes on Me. And it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like 30 something pages long. And it's about my whole experience, my life, and my view of epilepsy as a whole. And I give my my messages to other people and kids like me that have epilepsy. And the main message that I give from the book is that the kids and people that have it they're not alone in their situation. Because while I had epilepsy, I had not known another person with epilepsy ever in my life. And I felt very isolated. I felt very shut away from other people. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this, because it's not like I have some sort of, stereotypical basic sickness where I can relate to people with. It seems very foreign and alien, and I don't know how to deal with it. I'm not going to have any more seizures, which seems to be it's going well. I haven't had a petit mal seizure for 6 months. I haven't had a grand mal seizure either. I'm hoping I think I'm going to get my license soon, because I've been seizure-free for 6 months, so now I can start the process for getting my license. And I'm, to put it like very shortly, I'm hoping to get my normal life back together. I'm hoping to kind of resume what I was doing before I had epilepsy. I'm hoping to get like a normal, like a job, and go to college, and maybe find a career for myself, and get things back on track for myself.